things here tonight. Then of team one on been here to remind them draws and is record in they're not. Someone getting their 5th win of the tournament. Someone 8 losses here in this match. Oh. Oh, missing with the missile dropped. Finn Balor started fast and loose here in this match. Going for all the shot schemes against the running into a one. As Finn selects on two. Running in. So has been missed dropped, but not missed with his attempt deep. With Dream, there by the Velveteen. Look, remember how the Velveteen Dream got WWE versus NXT.
1, 2.
To get here. Is that what it is?
Two. One.
Suplex on the outside. Mr. Finn Balor's like the table. That could very hurt. That could be to Finn Balor's detriment for the remainder of this match and this tournament. It doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. He's able to hit a sleep blade like that. Too close to the referee Chris Bladers. 1, 2, 3. Started now. Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream now. Velveteen Dream now. 2, 3. Velveteen Dream. That's another 2 points added. Very similar to went yesterday to the winning side of things against Finn Balor and a Velveteen Dream's tag partner from yesterday almost goes one-on-one with the Sasuke here next. 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Match. Chris Flade out. This next one. Of course, was our main night. is an Ultimate Fight UFC style mixed arts fight. 3 rounds, 10 minutes a round. The RWF MMA Championship is on the line. Conor McGregor defends against Bruce Lee here in the octagon, in the theater of the second arena, so it's the theater of this arena here. But they're really next door to each other, and the same owners and whatnot. But right now it's Andrade versus the Great Sasuke in 1-on-1 action. This should be a battle of high-flying acrobatics. Mexican versus the Mexican Lucha Libre style versus the Japanese style that Sasuke likes to implement. Turn on the living room light. Flaters calls for the bell. And we kick things off. Sasuke with the brainbuster. Like it could have been a suplex. I actually blinked on the impact, but when I blinked, it looked like a brainbuster. I'll definitely be. A friend of mine posted something. It's called New Social Distancing Fights Now. It's just a really long claim. It's obviously photoshopped, but you know, we get the point. Oh, suplex by Great Sasuke, but Andrade the first to his feet. Oh, no, not the double stomp by Andrade. That's such an effective maneuver. If I'm Andrade and I'm hitting that maneuver, I'm going right for the pin, to be honest. That's how effective it is, even if your opponent gets a kick out. Oh, if I tombstone by the kicks out, even if the opponent does kick out, it's at least worth the effort. Into the ring. Sasuke with the fisherman suplex does not go for the pin. Jumping in, good kick by Andrade to the great Sasuke. And follows the drop kick. Leg drop to the back of the head by Sasuke. Oh, missing with the spinning back kick. Maybe we're going to spinning leg lariat. Because you missed, and you miss a kick that you're going for, it just looks like you're throwing your legs around.
10 minutes left.
One on there. Oh, snap suplex by Andrade. Great Sasuke. Drop to hold. Hit Sasuke. That time. Now rolling up. As Andrade looking to win the same way. Velvet did. But bow to no avail as the great Sasuke probably scouted it in the last match just in case so he doesn't fall into the same move. And now, his powerbomb finishing move, the Great Thunder Powerbomb! Or the Fire Thunder, I honestly keep forgetting the name. My apologies to that one. Thunder Firebomb, that's it. I knew it had the fire and the thunder in it.
Give up. Give up.
But alas, Andrade kicked out. We're still going at it here. Shot for shot. Andrade with the jumping. I got it. Heel kick by the great Sasuke. Oh, but Andrade with the elbows, with the back elbow strike, jumping into Goody again, jumping into Goody again. Hurricanrana with the 2, 3. The great Sasuke gets another 2 points. Great Sasuke gets another 2 points. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, up next. The next 2 matches are going to be violent for 2 totally different reasons. Stan Hansen and Den Moff is up first. That's going to be strong style, stiff as all hell. Those are going to kill each other. I would not be surprised if they left this match bleeding profusely because of things they're gonna, how much they're gonna hurt each other. In the match after, Callahan versus Tommaso Ciampa, they both conference. I them are death match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Both requested it earlier tonight in the press conference, and I'm giving it to them. Callahan and Ciampa, one-on-one. Be brutal. This one, ladies and gentlemen, however, oh boy. This is part 1 of tonight's stats. I mean, we still got Shawn Michaels versus Will Ospreay. We still got Vader versus the Amazing Red. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus JT Dunn. Minoru Suzuki versus Lio Rush, and then in our main event, Conor McGregor versus Bruce Lee. May not be the best fight. Hansen missing with the lariat. It's good for Moff, because as tough as Moff is, those lariats from Stan Hansen. Now taking Moff down, dragging him to the center of the ring, and now going for a Boston Crab. Oh, spear by Hansen to the ropes. Oh, stops himself as he realized Moff is getting up and catches him on the ropes. DDT by Moff, and Hansen, as quick as he went down, he was back up, ladies and gentlemen. And believe me, with Moff's track record in this tournament, that's besides them being two of the toughest of the tough. The two toughest of the tough is what I meant. Honestly, I have no idea what they're going to do here in this matchup. I mean, Moff's track record alone, Hansen has a great match under his belt in this tournament with the Amazing Red and Lio Rush. And of course, Moff, we all know his match with Bret Hart, his match with Kevin Owens, his match with Lio Rush, his match with JT Dunn.
5 minutes long.
What else? His match with Balor. And so many matches. His match with Vader from 2 days ago. Unbelievable that match was. So many matches. Stan Moff. His match with Monster Fist in the barbed wire death match was good too. There's just so many good matches Moff has here in this tournament so far. Enough about all that. I'm just gonna watch this match, and honestly, I think we all know how my commentating style is. I act like a fan, and call the match as a fan probably would. So I'm just gonna watch it right along with you guys, and just react as you probably all will when you finally get to this match. If you're not watching live, or if you are watching live, I'll just react the same way you will. Taking down Stan Hansen. Finally, after their shot for shot exchange there. Oh, Hansen now with a few strikes takes down Moff. Hansen now going for a chin lock. Will Moff submit? Will Moff submit? No. Moff does not submit. Breaks out of it, actually. Oh, what a scoop slam, power slam, whatever you want to call it. It was very effective. It was very forceful. Just slamming Hansen right down into the floor. And believe me, I almost made this no disqualifications. But then, powers that be reminded me what these two would probably do in a no disqualification setting. As burning hammer! That alone could have been done on concrete floor if there were no disqualifications, falls count anywhere, what have you, which is what I originally wanted to do. But I did not want to put the safety of the fans in. I did not want to put the fans here tonight in danger, and that danger would have happened if I let these two just go at it, because the Moff would have done the burning hammer onto the concrete floor if it meant putting Hansen away. And I guarantee you, Hansen would have kicked out, because that's how tough he is. That is how much he wants to win this match. He would have kicked out. He would not take the loss from that. And Moff, just to prove that he can do it, just hit the burning hammer on the outside, and now Moff back on the inside of the ring after Hansen threw him out. Straight up punches by Hansen, taking down Moff again. Dragging Moff to the center of the ring. If I'm Hansen, there you go. Double hand press pin. 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Not even a 2.9 for Hansen there. As Moff kicks out just in the nick of time when it comes to getting his butt. Spinning Brainbuster! One of his favorite moves in this entire tournament. Oh, but of course Hansen breaks the flow of Moff that he was starting to get on. Oh, hold on, roll up! Roll, come on! Hansen's got the tights! And a 2 count. I cannot believe Stan Hansen grabbed Moff's tights there for the easy win. Thank goodness Moff had the spinning center power bomb! 1, 2! No, Hansen kicks out. The legendary Stan Hansen kicks out. Hansen now, who has feuded with Bruiser Brody, who has feuded with Abdullah the Butcher, who has feuded with Ric Flair, who has feuded with the Von Erichs, who has feuded with all the great names in the Texas territories, is now going to war with Dan Moff here in the M2 Climax. I just wish they had more time, but I had to be fair. Every match has to be 30 minutes. Because otherwise we would be here all day if they were any. Hold on now. Oh! It was a suplex. I don't even know what to call it. 1 arm straight jack, sleeper hold, German suplex, follows it up with a burning hammer. Dan Moff is trying to break Stan Hansen's neck here. I'm sorry, there's no other way of looking at it. He is trying to break Stan Hansen's neck here, ladies and gentlemen. My neck is starting to hurt from watching this destruction perpetrated by Dan Moff to Stan Hansen. Like, I am feeling it.
7, 8.
Oh man, what a match between these two. The crowd's really into it. They're cheering for everything. They are loving this match here in the live audience. And an elbow drop by Dan Moff. Cannot capitalize though. And Hansen the first to his feet. Hansen, what a DDT to Dan Moff. Hansen now. Oh! Gets pump handled, slammed. Again, Moff to the top rope with the elbow drop. And again, cannot capitalize. Oh, there they go though. Both men back up though. Not necessarily a good thing for Dan Moff fans. Because yeah, Moff got up, but so as did Hansen. And then again, not a good thing necessarily for all the Hansen fans out in the crowd, because you would rather Hansen get up first and then go back on the attack to Moff. You do not want Moff getting up. Discus Lariat! Discus Lariat! They had the same idea and it was effective both ways. You can tell Moff was feeling the pain. But the adrenaline got him up and forced him to hit it. Now both men, missing with a spear does Hansen. Ripcord Lariat! Moff now, no! Hansen reverses it. Hansen reverses it. You know Moff was going to sit out a spinning power bomb. You just know he had to have been thinking that. Reversing a suplex with his own as Hansen. Reversing a suplex attempt, I should say. Hansen playing to the crowd now, catching his breath. He was able to play to the crowd, but the pain, this match, the pain of wrestling. Burning Hammer! This time in the ring, 1, 2, and kicks out! The first Burning Hammer in the ring, the third altogether in this match, and Hansen kicks out of the pin attempt. 20 minutes ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how heartbreaking would it be for both men if it does go to draw? Hold on, I may have spoke too soon. 2! No, Moff kicks out. Moff kicks out. Moff throwing Hansen to the outside. Moff has flown before. Oh, sorry, that was Matt Tremont. But don't get me wrong. If Moff wanted to fly, if it was that important to him, he will fly if necessary. If it means taking out Stan Hansen, he will fly if absolutely necessary, ladies and gentlemen. I just have that feeling.
15.
Still can't believe Tremont hit a suicide dive the other day. This past Wednesday, hold on. Moff has defeated Stan Hansen in one-on-one competition at 22 minutes, 3 seconds. Oh man, imagine the things they can do with a longer time limit. I'm talking 45-minute time limit, or even better, no time limits at all, and a championship on the line. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in FRW, do not be surprised if I give either one of these guys a future championship opportunity, assuming they don't go on to win the tournament. Which for Dan Moff, I mean, he's only 10 points under the leader, Andre the Giant. I mean, 4 points out of second place, 3 points out of third place, 3 points, 2 points, yeah, 2 points out of fourth, and 1 point under Bret Hart in fifth points. But that's besides the point, and he did it with a Burning Hammer. I look at my phone to remind myself when Tremont, did the suicide dive. Because like I said, when it all blends together like it has been lately, you forget what day is which. You just know what round it is because of the app itself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, just to go over the rules. This is a safe than sorry here, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, 2 points for the win, 1 point each if it goes to 30 minutes. Explosion countdown / time limit draw, and 0 points for losing. Barbed wire deathmatch. The ring is set. Ciampa, Dr. Morte is in the ring already, and now we go to the ring for introductions. Starting with the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and there will be a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in tonight at 201 pounds, he is Tommaso Ciampa. And his opponent from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in tonight at 216 pounds, he is the Draw, Sami Callihan. Who would like to remind each and every one of you that it's Ohio versus everything. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, both men are ready to go. Oh, look at Dr. Morthampton separate them. They want to at each other so bad. Oh, they're gonna... Oh, look at them. They are acting like two bulls ready to charge. Sami
Place!
Oh. And here they go. Sizing each other up. You know damn well they are salivating at the chance to throw each other into the barbed wire. Callihan almost was successful so early on into the contest. And again, Sami Callihan is salivating to throw Ciampa into the barbed wire. And Ciampa's so salivating at the thought of throwing Callihan into the barbed wire. Ciampa may be wrestling right now, but you know damn well he wants to throw Callihan into the barbed wire so bad, just as Callihan wants to throw Ciampa into the barbed wire. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, up next, Andre the Giant versus Matt Tremont. That may be a match Tremont does another suicide dive in order to win. I mean, granted, the first time he did it was for a championship, but I mean, when you go against the undefeated Andre the Giant, if you want to win, you got to hit him with everything and surprise him. You hit him with a suicide dive, which you know damn well he would not be ready for. I mean, yeah, you could hurt Andre enough to put him down and keep him down, since he wasn't ready for it. Ciampa now. Oh, Ciampa's going to torture. Ciampa's going to mentally torture Callihan before he throws him in. And, oh! Just as I brought it up, he throws him in. Goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Callihan's felt barbed wire before. Maybe not necessarily an explosion, but he's definitely been through pain and suffering before, has Callihan. So, of course, it's not going to put him down so close, so early on in the match. As devastating as it is to be thrown into the barbed wire with the explosion. Going shot for shot now. That was another thing those two couldn't wait to do to each other. Just go shot for shot. Hit each other as hard as they can. You want to hit me? I'll hit you harder. And if you hit me harder than that, I'll hit you even harder. Oh, into the barbed wire goes Sami Callihan, ladies and gentlemen. Ciampa now going for the pin. Referee Dr. Morte.
5 minutes gone.
Not there in time. Oh, now we're going shot for shot. Oh, they're just throwing haymakers and throwing shots wildly. Oh, into the barbed wire goes Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa just bleeding profusely. I think Callihan is bleeding too, but I think his shirt is covering where it is. I mean, that pool of blood is definitely from Sami Callihan. Don't get me wrong. And a power bomb onto the piece of wood there. Only a 1 count. That reminds me, I forgot to even cover the weapons that were thrown into the ring. Let's see, we got a Kendo stick, we got the broken piece of wood, we got a chair, we got a sledgehammer, we got the other piece of wood, and we got 3 baseball bats, one of them wrapped in barbed wire. Because, you know, there's not enough barbed wire in this match, ladies and gentlemen. That's how sick my weapons people are. They don't care what it is, they just threw it in and called it a day. Told them, throwing 8 weapons, I don't care which. So that's part of my fault as well.
Eat shit!
Shining Wizard with his catchphrase added to it. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Only a 2 count, says referee Dr. Morte.
I hope you enjoyed the push there, ladies and gentlemen.
And a modified tombstone, taking the page out of the great Sasuke's playbook there with that modified tombstone. Maybe even a little bit of Andre the Giant's playbook. It is usually his finisher. He doesn't do the elbow drop combination. Oh, Ciampa stopping himself. But not that time. He goes right into the barbed wire. Oh, man. That just opened up Ciampa even more, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking good for Ciampa. It's not his first death match for the tournament. But by God, it will be. It may be his last for a long time. Both down now after that. Ciampa going for a string of punches, takes down Callihan. Now if I'm Ciampa, I understand why you're nursing your injuries, but there's a reason why Callihan got it. Oh no! Oh, leg submission hold. Leg submission hold by Callihan. No rope in sight, and you're not going to want to grab the barbed wire, because look at how many bars are actually on that barbed wire. That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. That is razor sharp. I mean, gee, every headlock by Callihan. Ciampa not giving up. I will not blame Ciampa. He did running power slam. And until that barbed wire goes, Sami Callihan. Ciampa gets a 2.9. How close was that, ladies and gentlemen? How close was that? And into the barbed wire goes Sami Callihan again. Ciampa, you need to go for the kill. You need to go for the victory every time you throw him in. It's the only reason why he continues to get up. Ciampa breathing heavily now, losing so much blood. I almost feel sorry for him for this Sunday in round 14. And he's got to face the great Sasuke, and then later on in the night at NXT TakeOver in Your House, he's got to go one-on-one with Karrion Kross, formerly known as Killer Kazan, into the barbed wire. I mean, if it was just this match and in 2 rest days, like he didn't have the matches in between, he could probably have a chance in hell against Karrion Kross. But the barbed wire death match his match tomorrow against Andrade, and his match on Sunday in round 14 against the Great Sasuke. Then going into Karrion Kross. I'm sorry, Lynn, I don't like Ciampa's chances in that match, but he kicks out anyway. He kicks out anyway. Instead of taking Shining Wizard, instead of just taking me out here. 2. Oh, only a 2 count, says referee Dr. Morte. Hold on. Picks him up. King Triller. 1, 2. Take the. No, he kicks out. Tommaso Ciampa kicks out. Oh. With the broken piece of wood, all the splinters cutting Ciampa up even more. I'm telling you, this is not good for his chances on Sunday at all. Tommaso Ciampa probably realizing just how much damage he truly was taking. Remembering he's got 3 more matches this weekend, and that's not including the whole of next week. Let's he had 8 total next week of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have in this tournament 13 rounds to go in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Callihan, congratulations to him getting the win there. Yeah, that 100% is definitely warranted. Those two destroyed each other. I don't need to yell like a maniac for a match to go on the list. Because believe me, those two earned it, the spot on the list. Well, up next, ladies, Matt Tremont versus Andre the Giant. The undefeated Andre the Giant versus Matt Tremont. And Tremont is 11 points under Andre. Tremont has half of Andre's points here in this tournament with the draw he got the other day against Ospreay. That draw really may have hurt Tremont in the point scoring here, ladies and gentlemen, but we can't really say for sure. Tremont still the never open weight champion. Tremont, for some reason, agreeing to put his championship on the line here against Andre the Giant. I did not really understand the logic behind Tremont's decision here, but I mean, it's his decision in the end. So 30-minute time limit, same as every other championship match, so we'll see what happens. First, I should say. Now Tremont making his way to
fight.
I still don't understand the logic line, especially has power was every size and power advantage. And just even so this advantage on Tremont. And he's undefeated. He's undefeated at the tournament. 22 points happen for no reason, ladies and gentlemen. They just don't. And yesterday, even yesterday, in the tag team round, his great Sasuke, his partner, could pin and his undefeated streak. An argument, well, he would still get on the side. He still had 20 points yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. In round 11 tag round. Had that loss. This is how the bracket set up singles matches. I did to make it a tag match, and I did the most set. Tremont, the baseball referee tag.
3, 4.
Tremont actually first by Andre to slam, almost hitting the baseball. Does head for Andre and the Andre fans out in the audience, and of course you at home who are fans of his and hoping for him to win the tournament. Sure, you guys are all kind of happy with the 22 points and hate the fact that I know it's with the danger of his streak ending. I mean, truth hurts sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. But my is put his championship on the line. Is it him or of a reason to want Sox getting for championship back?
1.
Delivering a huge shot to Andre there, trying to suplex him, but to no avail. I mean, Andre's been taken off his feet in this tournament already. It's not exactly an easy feat. I mean, yeah, granted, Osprey's unbreaker for him. Only it's referee Pat Prima. Two. Only at 2.9 count there. Andre with such a lackadaisical cover. 2.9 again. You can see the shock on Andre's face. You can see the shock on Andre's face when Tremont kicked out. Oh, the Giant using his giant hand for the claw hold now. Rope break, says Kareem. Throw Andre into the corner, does Tremont. Stomping him up, holding him. For Andre at the corner to avoid any more kicks, but he got one good measure. And a modified camel clutch by Tremont and Andre, breaking out of it. Used his giant hands to part.
1, 2.
2.9. Andre now on the outside, getting back in at a count 2. Andre dragging Tremont to the center of the ring as 10 minutes have elapsed here in this match. Andre going for the cover, but Tremont kicking out. And of course, Takrima calling for the rope break, but Tremont kicked out there, ladies and gentlemen. And Tremont biting. Andre the Giant opening his... And he goes back for it! Tremont was not done. Tremont only let go to avoid being disqualified, ladies and gentlemen. Andre the Giant is busted open. I thought yesterday was the most that the streak was in danger. But here, who's brought weapons in? Who's been a 2.9? A bleeding Andre the Giant could be a very dangerous Andre the Giant, but it also mean a very weak Andre the Giant, the most vulnerable Andre the Giant. And Nick Tremont can capitalize on this advantage that he just gave himself. Believe me, believe me. Tremont will be walking away. Still, the never open weight champion. Still, never openweight champion, and the first person to defeat Andre the Giant in this entire tournament. The first loss for Andre the Giant in this entire tournament. That could do so much to Andre's ego. That could do so much to his psyche. What of Andre the Giant. Believe me, everyone else in this tournament, Great Sasuke, Vader, us, Brady, people who really have a chance in hell of really catching up, are rooting match right here this man to defeat Andre the Giant, because one loss could just put Andre the Giant in a slump, ladies and gentlemen. I calm myself down. I'm giving myself the hiccups again. Tremont with the elbow drop. Tremont's got to stay on Andre here. He's got to stay on. Oh, back body jump! He got Andre off his feet! Elbow jump from the top rope! Drag him to the center. There you go! There you go, Tremont! Oh, don't pick him up! Do not pick him up! If I'm Tremont, I'm hitting the biggest move I know. And I'm hitting it, and then I'm going for the pin afterwards. Oh, backbreaker into the power slam by Andre the Giant. Look at it. Andre's weakened. Andre is weakened. That's what saved Tremont there, probably. The fact that Andre's weakened. It took a lot of effort to pick Tremont up. It's not that it does take a lot of effort for Andre as is, but a weakened, a downed. And now. Oh! Tremont now 2.9. Oh, how close was that? How close was headbutt to Tremont? Andre now picking Tremont up. He's going to make. Hold on! Hold on! No! Andre breaks it off. Andre reverses again. Andre reverses again. Tremont getting another barbed wire baseball bat. He's moved back into. Oh, the handle into Andre's midsection, dropping it before the 5 count. From Tremont, I'm using it to my full advantage. That barbed wire baseball bat, both of them. I'm using them until they break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking to risk a disqualification. Now, Tremont. Oh, of course. Again, Andre the Giant gets the win. But ladies and gentlemen, do not take anything away from Tremont. Do not take anything away from Tremont. That is probably the closest Andre's come to lose here in this tournament. And I'm putting it on the list. Tremont's performance in here, and even Andre's wanting to keep his undefeated streak alive, needs to be recognized and put on the list, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a new never open weight champion. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Never open weight champion, and not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Andre's a little cocky now after 2 wins, after a title win, if he puts that championship on the line in every match from now on, just to show how good he is. Now is off against Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart's second encounter with the Kliq since second and final encounter with the Kliq in this tournament. He lost to Shawn Michaels, which in his mind was the biggest loss of the tournament.
Fight!
We get a 1 count on Bret Hart. Could you imagine how upset Bret Hart would be if he lost to both members of the Kliq? I don't know how we would be able to handle him after that. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost every match the remainder of the tournament, just because and all by disqualification, because he just wouldn't stop attacking whoever his opponent is if he were to lose here to Chyna. That didn't take, I'm not taking anything away from Chyna. She's a great athlete. She definitely deserves to be in this tournament. Women's Championship in the Suicidal Six-Way. That she wanted it. I'm not taking that away from her. Bret Hart is the Kliq's #1 enemy for one reason or another. So, I know for sure that the Kliq is Bret Hart's #1 enemy in the wrestling world right now, not named Seth Rollins. 4 out of 10 now. But that's beside, that's just a crappy joke. My point is, Bret Hart does not like the Kliq. He was so, and believe me, Bret's been asking me to weekly contract, put him in FRW, just so he can get shot after shot at Shawn Michaels. Any chance he can get. And I just know how it's going to work out, which is why I've said no. So believe me, Bret Hart wants to win just so he can have, so he can put the belt on Shawn Michaels and get rid of him. So go and just take a shot at all the members and get rid of them completely. That's something that kind of means to Bret Hart, is getting rid of the Clique. Imagine he loses to both Shawn Michaels and China. I mean, I don't know how Bret's gonna react, really, if that were to happen. If it was the result of this match. Bret Hart loses to China.
Give up.
Sharpshooter, and breaking it off. Going shot for shot. Hit the Hitman and the ninth wonder of the world. China ends up winning though. China on the top rope and a diving elbow drop. Diving elbow drop, ladies and gentlemen. Bret Hart going to cover. Only one count, says referee Takrima. Hart now with the elbow drop. Successful drag China to the center of the ring. An atomic drop. An atomic drop, Manhattan drop, whatever you want to call it. Bret Hart felt that did not feel good, I can tell you that much. That's for damn sure. But he seems to be fighting through the pain. And misses with a flying splash. China now keeping the pin. Taking advantage of the miscalculation. And only
Give up. Give up.
Busted. Bret Hart there. Looks like two China. China managed to break out a looking power slam to follow. Hooking the leg and the head, but still too close to the rope, says referee Takrima. Was that pin attempt by Bret Hart on the China? And hits the block flash. Again, too close to the rope. It's not a bad thing to stay on China and go for the pin. When you're that, you gotta drive to the center of the ring if you want to go for the pin. You probably would have had it there, Bret. But like I said,
10 minutes gone. 1, 2, 3, 4.
you're gonna hear a sound in let's see. I'm curious about something. Okay, I guess my phone was a little quieter. Being set into the a knee to the midsection. A knee to the midsection. Off the top rope goes China. Throwing over Bret Hart into the midsection. The low back of Bret Hart. Twice even. Dropped forward by Bret Hart, taking out China. Sending her to the outside of the ring. Deluxe handle. Vaulting her out with the deluxe handle. Armbar. Armbar on the outside, ladies and gentlemen. Even if China gave up, I don't think Takrima would count it due to the fact it's on the outside. Decision needs to be made. Falls count anyway. Though it's not a bad idea necessary that Bret did it. It's not a bad thing if you're a Bret Hart fan that he did that. It's due to the fact that if you weaken the arm on the outside, if you go for it again on the inside, as Bret Hart gets the win. Same on the outside, went for it inside. I mean, that just means the damage is already done for you, and you're that close to getting the win. We all know Bret Hart winning with a pinfall there. And now, Gail Kim versus the Monster Abyss is up next, ladies and gentlemen. And winner. Now, that one. And Kevin Owens. We are in Roxanne Winners referee rotation deal. Sorry, I honestly forgot I had those two downloaded. Gail Kim, Monster Abyss. Alrighty then. How did Gail Kim get opened up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, was it the Iron Claw? So you look down, take care of some definitely lose shit, you miss everything. And again, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. You know, I know how it sounds when I pause for so long or just don't talk, and then suddenly I just start talking. I am trying to work on it, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, and I apologize for anyone who watches, and that's like huge turn off. I do try to not be so silent, but you know, these things just get in the way. Try to keep knocked it off, but, you know. Oh, driver, but Gail Ken, I just said I'm trying to work on it, now I go again. Alright, I'm back in. Abyss taking out Gail Kim. And going for the elbow drop. Should have went for the pin. If I'm Monster Abyss, I definitely would have there, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2.
Abyss pumping himself up. To the outside now, following Gail Kim, going for a chair. And hold on. Shock! Therapy! Treatment! Oh, she landed on the chair! Did she land on the chair? Barbed wire baseball bat in his hands! 15! Roxanne Winter now counting the 5 count of disqualification. Gail Kim forcing the Monster Abyss to drop his baseball bat, wrapped in barbed wire. Sending Gail Kim into... Oh, they both run into each other. They both run into each other. Monster Abyss ran a little, started running a little too late. Swinny neckbreaker. Now going to the other side of the ring. Dropping on Gail Kim with a splash and gets a 3. The bloody Gail Kim was not able to kick out there. Not surprising at all, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even lie. Not surprising at all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to and Kevin. And Kevin deck here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is going to be insane, ladies and gentlemen. Only at Piro and check. Since they put all the balls to wrestle when they need to. That seems better. Kevin on the setting. Oh, Vampiro. They're definitely one here. It's good that you're Kevin's fan in this match. Because, yeah, Kevin Owens is like Piro because mine, or at least it's even in the Miro's opponent, and Piro they have advantage in. But if Vampiro is thinking the same way Owens is, you'll know when Kevin Owens would slip a super Owens fan. The same deal goes, you don't know when Vampiro might slip and Kevin Owens will get the win. For a Vampiro fan in this match, going shot, and Kevin Owens goes down, but Vampiro not too behind him, but Vampiro at least can get up right after going down. Owens now going for a face buster. To Vampiro, Kevin Owens. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had a quick go for a second. Vampiro, which Kevin Owens breaking it off. It's playing to the crowd, and we should be going for the win. I know it's only 8.5 minutes in the match. There's still so much time left in the match, but at the same time, like I said earlier, you never know when Owens might slip up, or when Vampiro might slip up. If Owens plays too much to the crowd, it's going to take him closer to the moment he slips up, and it's match to win, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good news for all Kevin Owens fans, but definitely good news for all you Vampiro fans. I'm sure everyone watching or following along this tournament, all the live act people here live in the crowd, have chosen their favorite to win. They've chosen their guy to cheer for throughout the tournament. However you want to put it. Actually, there is a difference. Someone you cheer for and the guy you think / want to win. Because the guy you cheer for, you may be cheering for him over the girl. Stunner! Stunner on the outside, up for now! And here throwing Kevin Owens back in the ring. Owens telling Vampiro to come back in the ring. Now he's just playing to the crowd. That's why I was saying the guy or girl you cheer for, you may be cheering for them as part of just because they're the underdog, per se. The person you want to win, make the wrestler of the entire field, and the person you think is going to win, like say, I'll just use Andre as the example. He's already undefeated. The Giant is in his name, Andre the Giant. You know, being 7 foot tall and whatnot, 500 and something pounds. Kevin Owens though there. And the 2 count, and we are going shot for shot, ladies and gentlemen. And an uppercut by Vampiro. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, up next, I just re-looked at the bracket. Nail the coffin! Nail the coffin! I'll tell you after this. 1, 2, 3! Vampiro! Vampiro get the win, ladies and gentlemen. Vampiro gets the win. Of the 8 matches we've had, the right side of the bracket here in today's round, 6 times have won. The right side of the bracket did. That was the 2nd time in this entire round someone from the left side won. Vampiro and Sami Callihan are the only winners on the left side so far. The right side has the wins the rest of the way. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Greenfield coming out to officiate this one, and for good reason. Shawn Michaels versus Will Ospreay. Sweet Chin Music versus Stormbreaker. Here we go. Ospreay, Michael. Can you say dream match, ladies and gentlemen? Because I sure can. I am so ready to experience this one. You know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? I am going sip my water now, so my voice and throat is ready for the things these two are going to do. So I don't have to do it during the match. So I'll be right back with you in a few seconds. Blaze Greenfield checking with them if they're ready, and he calls for the bell. It's Ospreay Michaels. This is one of the matches I'm looking forward to. I was looking forward to the most when the brackets were officially finalized, ladies and gentlemen. Hell, when both men qualified for this tournament, it was one of the matches I was looking forward to the most. Probably the match I looked forward to the most, if I'm being completely honest. As well, Ospreay, going to the ropes now. Shawn Michaels with a leapfrog over him twice now. Go! Double strike, but Ospreay manages to sidestep it again for a 2nd time in a row. Ospreay manages to sidestep the back elbow strike, goes into the corner. Now Shawn Michaels in control now. Ospreay sending Michaels to the outside, and out of respect, lets Michaels back into the ring. This is the clash of generations, ladies and gentlemen. Shawn Michaels, a high flyer in his own right, definitely there's an argument to a grounded wrestler. Yeah, he'll fly, but nothing compared to Will Ospreay. Believe me, that eats away at Shawn. Hold on, Hurricane with a bridge, and Ospreay kicking out. But nothing compared to how Ospreay flies in his matches, shot for shot between each, and believe me, the fact that Ospreay flies a little bit more eats away at Shawn Michaels. That the fact that in his shooting star press, only a 1 count, only a 1 count. But it eats away at Shawn Michaels that a lot of people consider Ospreay better in any way, shape, or form. He has to be the best of the best in the world. Shawn Michaels does. In his mind, if you're better than him in anything, he will learn it. He will make sure that he ends up being the best because of his ego. And believe me, it'll eat away at Michaels if Ospreay gets the win here in this match. Believe me, the fact that Ospreay 1 point over Shawn Michaels, the fact that anyone ahead of him in the standings right now, Andre with 10 points ahead of him, 10 points ahead of him, Sunday, Bruce and Bruce Lee being 2 points ahead of him, Peter, Bret Hart, Ospreay, and Conor Hart all being a point ahead of him. The fact that he's tied with Steamboat in points, that just eats away at him every day of this tournament. That's why he goes for the win as often and as much as possible. Believe me, that 7-0-4 record needs to change soon as possible. Even if it means he's tied with the great Sasuke and Bruce Lee. The closer he is to first, the less of a burden it is on his mindset, on his psyche, the less of a bruise to his ego that it is here in this match. And Ospreay definitely wants to be the winner here, to say that he beat Shawn Michaels to move him closer to first place. Because believe me, the fact that he's in the top 10, the fact that he is so close, I mean, a win here for Ospreay puts him in second. Puts him in second. It's worked the way the draw actually worked in his favor if he gets a win here. Because yeah, he'll be in second, only 7 points. 7 points. Seven points, he'll be at 17 points. My apologies, I just had to do a double check there on the math. Ospreay will completely hold on. Ospreay has Michaels in. Stormbreaker! Ospreay for Stormbreaker. Dragging the center ring. Looking the leg. 1, 2.9. Oh, that has to hurt. Has to hurt. Ospreay's big move there has to hurt, lady. It really does. That he hit Stormbreaker and Michaels kicked out there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, now. Ospreay, and the elbow drop, Greenville, 2. Oh, Ospreay taking out now. That's gonna hurt Shawn Michaels' ego here in this match as well. The fact that both men have kicked out of each other's finishing moves. I know it's Sweet Chin! Drop kick! My apologies, super kick! I know the difference between Sweet Chin music and a regular super kick is when you do the Sweet Chin music, you gotta tune up the band. That was a regular super kick. In my opinion, super kick! See? You thought I was gonna call it Sweet Chin. Super kick! Shooting star press 1, 2.9! 2.9! For Ospreay. Super kick! Shawn Michaels going for the cover. 2.9! Ospreay kicked out! Now he's back in control! 3 elbow checks in a row! Ospreay dragging Shawn Michaels to the center of the ring. Ospreay now. Ospreay being sent into the ropes. And an atomic drop to Ospreay by Michael. Super kick! Going for the cover. 1, 2.9. Ospreay kicks out again. Ospreay kicks out. Super kick! It's officially a super kick party! Save more! Spanish fly! Hugging away! 2! Ospreay gets the win! With the Spanish fly! Will Ospreay has taken second place, ladies and gentlemen! Ospreay is now second place behind Andre the Giant with a 7-point difference with that win. The only person now I believe that can tie him is Vader. And if Bruce Lee defeats Conor McGregor in our main event tonight, the only person that can top Ospreay right now is Bruce Lee. I mean, only Conor McGregor and Vader can tie with Ospreay now if they win their respective matches. Oh man, that's what makes these tournaments so exciting. It really does. The fact that so many possibilities can happen. Just one win. Just one win. Now, this next contest. Ospreay is pulling for. And Ospreay really can't get the win. There's no win here for Ospreay in the Conor McGregor Bruce Lee match. Ospreay will be tied with someone after our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Big Van Vader versus the Amazing Red. And you know Vader was getting pre-match tips, pre-match, instructions from his manager, Paul Bearer. I may not allow managers to be at ringside for these matches, but they can still give their bit of pre-match instructions, pre-match game plan, and last-minute details on whoever their client's opponents are. And like, they can still do the jobs in a sense to coach their coaching tips and last-minute strategies before they come out. Believe me, I guarantee you Francine does that. I guarantee you Stephanie McMahon does that. I guarantee you Paul Bearer does it. I guarantee you OBE does it for Sami Callihan. I guarantee you Gato does it for the Bullet Club and Finn Balor. From Bullet Club and Finn Balor. All Bullet Club does it for Finn Balor. I mean, shit, the whole of the Rebellion does it for Steamboat, Abyss, and JT Dunn. Well, maybe not tonight. Ricky Steamboat and JT Dunn are probably just going to go out there and have at it in that matchup. And our final three referees of the night, ladies and gentlemen, will be for Steamboat versus JT Dunn. That match will be refereed by referee Todd Sinclair. Minoru Suzuki versus Leo Rush will be refereed by Jim Milano, SDW. And in our main event, Herb Dean returns to the M2 Climax to referee in the Octagon in the MMA fight between McGregor and Bruce Lee, which counts as a welterweight fight, I believe. Bruce Lee, in all of his training for these matches, has actually slimmed down to meet Conor McGregor's weight. They are now the same weight, ladies and gentlemen, I believe. I gotta check my notes when that time comes as Vader hits a brainbuster. Brainbuster by Vader, but it does not seem to be affecting Amazing Red too much here, ladies and gentlemen. The Amazing Red goes for the stump puller, I believe it's called. Shooting star press goes for the cover off of it, and only a 1 count, says referee Blaze Greenfield. Says referee Blake Greenfield there. And only a 2 count, says Greenfield there. Hold on now, Vader with the wait, and Amazing Red. There's Osprey. Amazing Red taking Vader up for the driver. Dragging Vader to the center of the ring. Again, Vader. And power bomb! Putting off his weight. And all of it just to end in a rope break. Oh, yeah, rope break. Exploder suplex, ladies and gentlemen. Exploder suplex. Says Greenfield there. Amazing Red. Hurricanrana to Vader. Answers it. And now a swan bomb. On a second swan bomb. But gets up. Power bomb with the bridge on 23. Vader. Vader gets the win. Vader is now tied with Will Ospreay in 2nd place. I cannot believe got the win there. Amazing Red was just on him the match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, referee Thomas Sinclair will be officiating this next contest between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and JT Dunn. Steamboat agreed to put his Intercontinental Championship on the line. JT Dunn wants to become JT2 belts again. Both men wanted to wear the Red Rebellion, but you know, the game makes you tired. You pick 4. When they won the title, which is stupid. Same deal as before. IWGP Intercontinental title on the line. Still 30 minutes. Still 2 wins for a win and the championship. Still a point each if it goes 30-minute draw. JT Dunn's case, he will not walk out with the championship situation, and 0 point and 0 championship for the loss. Todd Sinclair calling for the bell. Steamboat with a scoop slam too. JT Dunn. Oh, what a hard forearm strike to the back of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship just last night by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now putting it on the his fellow belt. JT Dunn here. They actually flipped a coin to determine earlier in the press conference to determine which championship would be on the line between the two, because they both agreed one of their championships would be on the line. And Steamboat called tails and it landed on heads. So, yeah, loser would defend his championship here in this match. Like I said, Steamboat lost that coin toss as JT Dunn delivers a swinging neck breaker to Steamboat. Oh, and a knife edge chop done by Steamboat. Oh, the right kick to the eyes. The right to the eyes. And to think, ladies and gentlemen, the Rebellion used to be a heel faction. Now they're kind of neutral. I know cheat when it's the better for them, but I actually used to be against them. Now I can work with them. I would cheer for them if the situation called for it. But yeah, to think of how they started, and then of course when FRW went on that break for my personal reasons, which I will not get into, I actually had a long talk with all the members of the Rebellion, and we actually came to a good compromise for them to keep working, for them to stay together as a group. And yeah, they don't try to take over the company.
Give up.
Now to Click, on the other hand, I have to have one of them talks, but Shawn Michaels, of course, being the way he is, as Steamboat goes for a leapfrog and then a drop kick by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Sinclair, of course, officiating this match. Ring of Honor senior official. Refereed a ton of Ring of Honor classics in the past. And now Steamboat with a figure 4 ankle lock submission hold. A mix of the two. Dunn now just let Dunn, of course, wearing the red of the Rebellion. Steamboat wanted to wear the red of the Rebellion, but he unfortunately forgot to wash them before this match. But he had his black tights ready to go and his white boots here for this match. So he just threw them on it. Said he'll wear something red of the Rebellion. I believe he's wearing red socks under his boots. Granted, you can't really see him because, you know, boots. He's got his tights stuffed into his boot, but he has a shirt and he's actually showed me he was wearing red socks when I went to talk to when Nick on. This would have his match when this match would be happening. Of course, he said it in the press conference. He actually went just wearing his socks to the press conference just to show it off. He was wearing those red socks. Drop kick by JT Dunn forced me to get off the socks for a second. Springboard drop kick to the outside. How Steamboat did not hurt himself on that one, I will never know. Northern Lights suplex on the outside, on the floor to JT Dunn by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Steamboat reversing that, whatever move JT Dunn was thinking of there. Suplex onto the floor. Both men are down. 17, 18. Both men in at 18. Both men at 18. DDT by Dunn on the inside. Oh, the crowd was brilliant. They thought it was over there. Superman punch by JT Dunn. Follows up by a running elbow drop. Running elbow drop. I should have said more fluid. Instead of pausing in between. Dunn now letting Steamboat have too much time to rest. Why Steamboat was able to get up. Swinging neck breaker by JT Dunn to the Dragon here. Oh, and a stunner. A stunner by Steamboat to JT Dunn. Steamboat now with a running crossbody. 1, 2. Referee Todd Sinclair says it's only a 2 count. These two know each other so well. These two have each other in the past. These two have roomed together, being members of the Rebellion. These two, I mean, Steamboat's probably helped train, or helped further the learning of all the Rebellion members. Douglas, Kirk, Abyss, and Dunn probably helped further the learning between his brothers. And a clothesline by JT Dunn, hooking the leg, 2.9. JT Dunn, 0.9 there, says Reverend Thompson. Straight jacket, no, reverses it and frees his arm. Steamboat now, check, scissors lock, scissors by Dunn, doing everything he can to fall to the ropes. Realize how close he was, having to actually break out of it. This took a lot of death by elbow, super kick! What amazing 2 maneuvers there, and both men somehow up, and JT Dunn delivers the Gotch style pile driver to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Steamboat now, after shaking away the cobwebs, hits the running clothesline, and now with the swing, ladies and gentlemen, the spinning swing, the Cesaro swing if you want to call it, and then finally lets him go. Now sending JT Dunn to the ropes for a spine buster. Spine buster! Oh, Dunn missing with death by elbow. Steamboat missing with a discus lariat. Dunn now forcing Steamboat's face into the top of the turnbuckle pad. Putting Steamboat onto the top rope now for a superplex. Both men down, both men not able to move. Oh. Steamboat was the first to his feet, but he had cobwebs to shake out again, and Dunn getting up as well. Northern Light suplex, too close to the ropes though, says referee Todd Sinclair. Steamboat putting Dunn into the corner. Reverse as Dunn. Oh, hold on, sending Dunn into the corner again. The other corner on the other side, and Steamboat just runs into the corner. That's how much damage has been dealt to both of these guys. Steamboat just ran into the corner like that, and not remembering where JT Dunn's position, going for the splash and going for the pin, even though he's too close to the ropes. Of course, Todd Sinclair is going to call for a rope break, and the flurry of elbow strikes by JT Dunn, taking down Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. 18 minutes, 15 seconds have gone by in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And believe me, it would be so heartbreaking for both of these men. I mean, it'd probably be bittersweet because, hey, maybe not knowing who the better man of the two is a good thing for the Rebellion as a whole, as a group. But you know damn well the pride of these two guys, the fact that they want to prove that they are some of the in the world, that they are one of the best wrestlers in the world. They have to win this match. Both men feel like they have to win this match in order to prove that they are the best. And if it goes to a draw, and there it goes, just as I'm talking about a draw, JT Dunn gets the win with the elbow strike. JT Dunn now has 2 more points, tying him, now putting him at 12 total points, tying with Minoru Suzuki, Vampiro, Sami Callihan, Dan Moff, and Gail Kim. Speaking of Suzuki, oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, JT the United States. What match that was, ladies and gentlemen, that is going on the list. What I was saying, speaking of Minoru Suzuki, his match, the Rush, is up next. Although make way to the ring. Suzuki, the Morte Division champion. Maybe not the record he has won in this tournament. It's still very good in least compared to him in bracket. Oh, champ step versus Morte. This is going to be an exciting contest for sure, ladies and gentlemen. We're just one match away from the big fight. And Lee. UFC style championship. Leo Rush's chances here in this matchup, especially with Suzuki now mentally preparing himself for Onita on July 4th. Wild thing. Onita, the FMW thing, the king of the Japanese death. Suzuki has to prepare himself. And you know, Suzuki trying to send messages to Onita, his performance with the performances in this match. You know he's gotten more sadistic. You know he's gotten more violent. You know he's gotten more... to take it in with. he's trying to scare Onita here these matches with these performances here. And yeah, Suzuki went for a win, but damn well Suzuki draw out this match as 1 at the end. Between 2 steps left to get any kind of offense. If Leo gets any kind of offense and all the lucky shots here, and the mother of all lucky shots will be if Lio Rush can get the win for Suzuki here. I'm not discrediting Lio Rush's talent by me, but when you factor in Suzuki trying to scare Onita, trying to show Onita what is in store for July 4th at Fallujah, it's just insane, ladies and gentlemen. I seriously feel sorry for Bruce Lee here in this matchup. For Lio Rush, my apologies. Well, even Bruce Lee eventually meet up between him and Suzuki. And even Conor McGregor. Both Lee and McGregor challenged Suzuki to an MMA fight down the line when they eventually meet. Don't get me wrong, McGregor and Lee could probably handle themselves in that situation, in that type of environment against Suzuki, but Suzuki's not a slouch when it comes to MMA fights either. It's probably worse off now that he's trying to show Onita what's up. And then putting him in a environment that is the octagon. Let's just say it's not just Lio Rush I feel sorry for in the remainder of the tournament when it comes to going against Suzuki. Because believe me, Suzuki's out for blood in this tournament now that it's official that he and Onita will be facing off at Death Fallujah July 4th at Madison Square Garden in a barbed wire death match. It's scary what those two are going to do to each other come that night. That day even. As Lio Rush going for a roll-up victory there over Suzuki. Suzuki, of course, kicking out despite all of Lio Rush's weight being on his shoulders, plus the weight of his own legs. It certainly took a lot out of Suzuki to kick out there, even though it was so early here in this matchup. And Suzuki. I guarantee you Lio Rush was expecting a dragon screw leg whip there, but of course Suzuki surprised him with the like that, just smacking him down. Lio Rush now going to the top rope. Oh, but he missed. Lio Rush missed with the frog splash there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a sleeper hold, putting all of his weight onto his neck, does Suzuki. To Lio Rush's neck, I should say. Kick to the midsection. You got more than that, Lio, if you want to beat Suzuki. Trust me on that. A jumping Itsuguri kick by Lio Rush to the side and back of Suzuki's head. Lio Rush now with a Hurricanrana too, and Suzuki kicking out. Surprised he even got to a 2 count there. Death Valley driver by Lio Rush to Suzuki. Go for the cover, Rush. Oh, come on, Lio. That was your chance to win it. That was your chance to win. Now go for the bell. Come on. Lio, I'm telling you, you do not want to toy with Suzuki. He will toy right back. Oh, now I think you just made Suzuki mad, Lio. Gotch style pile driver. This is probably going to be a 2. Oh, 2 count. Lio Rush kicked out. Stop the kick! Go for the cover now, Lio. Go for the call. Come on, Lio. This is your match to win. You've had opportunity after opportunity to win here, ladies and gentlemen. Did Lio Rush, and he doesn't go for it. Itsuguri kick to Suzuki there by Lio Rush. Lio Rush now. Hurricanrana! Hurricanrana does not go for the pin again. That time I may let it slide to the back, and Suzuki got up rather quickly. And now Suzuki with the kicks to the midsection, right to the stomach area of Lio Rush. Rush now. Oh, but Suzuki punches his way out of it. Furiavello strikes by Leo there. Tilt to whirl, head scissors by Lio Rush to Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki now with the arm breaker. Oh, he might break the arm. He might break the arm. Lio Rush, unless you can break out of it or get a rope break. Actually, I would just break out of it, and if you can't, just tap, because Suzuki would have broken it if you did not break out of it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how sadistic Suzuki is. And a Hurricanrana by Rush. What a Hurricanrana by Rush. Lio Rush with another jumping insecurity. Both men are down now. Rush the first to his feet, which is a good thing. Missing with the drop kick, though. Oh, Suzuki with a hard headbutt taking down Lio Rush, but a drop toe hold does not seem to have locked Lio Rush for too much of a loop as he was able to hit that drop toe hold and then that Hurricanrana. And, Falcon Arrow, go for the pin, Lio! Nobody kicks out of Falcon Arrow! Oh, come on! Nobody kicks out of Falcon Arrow, Lio Rush. You should have went for the pin. Fine, you want to hit another Hurricanrana, hit scissors. Go for it, but go for the pin. ASAP, ladies and gentlemen. ASAP, Lio Rush. Final hour, frog splash, hooking the leg in there. But too close to the rope, says referee Jim Molyneux. Molyneux wanted to go for the pin there, but he has to uphold the rule of the rope break. Frog splash! Final hour! Frog splash! Go for the cover! You should have went for the cover, Lio. C4! Lio Rush the C4 to Minoru Suzuki, and he still doesn't go for the pin! 15 minutes left in this contest, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, now Suzuki, probably the hardest gut southpaws I've ever seen in my lifetime of watching Suzuki matches. Oh! Suzuki got the win, but Lio Rush still kicked out, ladies and gentlemen. What a match, ladies and gentlemen, what a match. That's going on the list for the effort that Rush put into that match. I gotta recognize it for what it was. That is going on the list, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, Lio Rush had so many opportunities to get the win there, and he did not go for it. And our main event, a UFC fight for the RWF MMA Championship between Conor McGregor and Bruce Lee. Referee Herb Dean making his way in to the octagon. Now remember, 10-minute rounds, 3 rounds. That's the 30-minute time limit. Knockout or submission is the only way to win. Still 2 points for a win, 1 point each if it goes the full fight distance. No decision here in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It is a draw. And yeah, we now go to the octagon for the introductions. This next fight is a welterweight division fight for the Random Wrestling Federation MMA Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From San Diego, California, he is considered to be the greatest martial artist in the world of all time. He is the way of the Dragon Fist. He is weighing in tonight at 170 pounds, 12.2 stone. He is Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, of course, coming out with his entourage and his trainers. Bruce Lee does not have the greatest record in these fights so far in this tournament. I mean, he lost to Dan Moff, and I mean, that's definitely got to hurt his ego going in, and his confidence going into this fight against McGregor, who is a double champion in the welterweight division of the UFC, and considered to be one of the best fighters in right now going in the UFC. I mean, yeah, like I said, Bruce Lee still considered one of the greatest of all time in the MMA world, but losing to Dan Moff in this style of fight, in this style of match, and going against one of the all-time greats, one of the greats to do it right now with the championship on the line. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Bruce Lee, and I'm not betting against him, but I gotta be realistic here, ladies and gentlemen. I just do not like his chances. And now we go to the introduction of his opponent. And his opponent from Crumlin in Dublin, Ireland. His height is 5 feet 9 inches. His weight is also 170 pounds, 12.2 stone. He has a reach of 74 inches, 188 centimeters. He is the RWF MMA champion of the world. He is the notorious Conor McGregor. Now McGregor entering with his entourage and his trainers, getting the last minute preparations from the doctor, from the ringside doctor, giving the okay to enter the octagon. He went right up to Bruce Lee's face. He is in Bruce Lee's face. Bruce Lee shoving him away. Oh, they're about to fight right now. They are about to fight right now. Conor McGregor showing how much of a Silverton devil he is. He got a reaction out of Bruce Lee. That's exactly what Conor wanted. You can tell. Herb Dean. Oh, Herb Dean telling McGregor to back off or he will throw the fight and award the 2 points and the championship to Bruce Lee if McGregor doesn't knock it off. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the song having to be cut off. McGregor wants it now. Lee wants it now. These two cannot hold it in for much longer. The introductions have been made. Herb Dean going over the rules one last time with McGregor and Lee, for telling the respective entourages and the respective coaches to leave the cage, to close the door. And they are closing the door, bringing both center of the ring. The fight of the century is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. This could be one of the better matches in the tournament. This may be top 5.
Fight
for the bell. McGregor in black short, blue and black gloves. McGregor in brown, black, white boots. And Lee's there out of the gate. And Lee has McGregor with picking up just out of the move, out of the submission there. Both men now, both men starting off hot. Probably not the reaction Bruce Lee wanted here in this fight again. Probably not the reaction McGregor wanted out of Bruce Lee, because now they're just starting hard and heavy. Fast, hard, and heavy with the punches, with the submission holds. These two may destroy each other here in this match. I would not be surprised if we see blood coming out of this fight. It doesn't matter who it comes from. It may come from both men, ladies and gentlemen. As McGregor missing with the roundhouse kick. The kick there, and now going for the ground and pound. Herb Dean asking Lee if he wants to give up, but Lee punching McGregor off of him. And now the takedown, and now the ground and pound again by McGregor. McGregor, oh, Bruce Lee breaking out of it again, punching McGregor off. Now, oh, the spinning roundhouse kick, the spinning roundhouse kick, the back roundhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going shot for shot. McGregor with the kicks, McGregor with the roundhouse kick, Lee with the punches, and now the submission hold, the sharpshooter figure four, single leg Boston Crab. There, Lee goes for it. McGregor able to break out of it. Now McGregor going for the ground and pound onto the back of the head. This is definitely McGregor's forte. This is what McGregor has been waiting for. No holds barred otherwise in this fight. Here, ladies and gentlemen, just 3 10-minute rounds. The crowd's really into it, ladies, and the crowd very vocal about, doesn't matter who they're, it's 50-50 on who they're supporting, but the Lee fans are very vocal, as are the McGregor fans. And now, McGregor. Oh, and now Bruce Lee's bleeding, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Lee is bleeding. A backbreaker! I know I said no holds barred, but I did not expect that in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. I guess when Bruce Lee tastes his own blood, he just lets everything go. When he sees blood, he just does not let up here in this fight. A sleeper hold by Bruce Lee on McGregor now. That could have been it, ladies and gentlemen, but McGregor breaking out of it. And now the point of the elbow. The point of the elbow. This could be it. No. Bruce Lee, every shot that McGregor lands, every successful shot just opens that wound up more and more. Oh, hold on. Oh, a stiff left hand by Bruce Lee, now in a submission hold of Lee's own. And now submission hold with the punches. This could be it for Conor McGregor. But McGregor picks up and slams Lee hard into the canvas. Ladies and gentlemen, we moved the feed. And Bruce Lee wins! Bruce Lee wins in the first round by a knockout with the submission hold, with the sleeper hold. Bruce Lee has won this fight in the first round. 7 minutes, 23 seconds. Bruce Lee now is in second place. He has surpassed Vader and Will Ospreay. That is not the result Vader and Ospreay wanted, but it's the result they got, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight between these two. Bruce Lee has defeated Conor McGregor and has become the new RWF MMA champion. You bet your ass I am putting that on the list, ladies and gentlemen, of the best matches. By God, what a back and forth contest that was, ladies and gentlemen. Both men have nothing, I repeat, nothing to be ashamed of in that fight, ladies and gentlemen. And now if I were to cut it here, it would be Andre the Giant Bruce Lee in the finals. And that would not be a disappointing finals. But ladies and gentlemen, the math again, but yeah, round to go, ladies and more to look out for. Oh boy. Contact. Match month. That's David versus and not of gone as he takes on brutal than this fight, especially when he decides to defend his fight, but only time will tell for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, MMA champion, ladies and gentlemen. And I know my name is for